There we go. There's me. We don't have you yet.
Oh.
Now we have you.
Oh.
There we go. All right. We're just gonna keep it going. Fuck it.
It's not like anyone missed anything.
No, not really.
It was really just Jack maybe burping and me burping.
I definitely burped, but I don't know if it was caught on the VOD. But who knows? Who knows
There's
now?
no way
We
to
were
find out.
muted the entire time because for some reason OBS changed my audio output and input settings. So thank you,
Nice.
OBS, for that. Okay, we're gonna get into this. Achoo. Alrighty. Turnabout reclaimed. Cross-examining rhymes. Okay. This is day 2 of trial, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is day 2 of 2, part 1.
Okay.
Of 2.
I thought so. Okay. Let me just mess with a couple more things. Get a burp out. Ooh, that wasn't satisfying.
I think Linnea's burp was more satisfying than yours.
Damn. That sucks. For
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I got outdid by a baby. What's going on? What's everybody making that face for? I haven't been watching the trial and nobody's told me anything.
Beef stew. All right. Marlin Rhymes. You are under suspicion for the attempted murder of the orca.
I see. Well, if it's already out. Oh, God.
Mr. Rhymes? Is he really going to admit it?
Fine. I'll tell the truth. Witness testimony. The truth. Sasha is lying to protect that orca. At 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the orca pool. The incident happened before the orca was moved to the show pool. Orla killed the captain by bashing him 30 feet high and making him slam in the water. What?
I just think it's funny that that's what he thinks what happened.
Yeah. So I thought the orca should pay the consequences.
Now we're back to the orca again.
The orca's already been proved innocent. Boyo?
I did not see that testimony coming. Now, wait just 1 minute. Yesterday, Orla was proven innocent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what Jack's saying. Besides, you said Orla was in the show pool during the cleaning.
I didn't want to sell Sasha out. That's why I didn't tell the truth. That's perjury, mister. But the fact is, all 3 of us, the captain, Sasha, and me, were cleaning the pool room.
But Dr. Crab and Miss Buckler both said you were at the show stage.
That's 2 against 1, mister. Well, the only thing Dr. Crab knew about the cleaning was what I told him. I didn't give him a whole lot of details either. Maybe he misunderstood. And Sasha is lying to protect the orca. She can't tell the truth. Sasha put blood on the skull rock herself to make a fake blood stain. I think it's pretty brave of her to let herself get arrested to protect the orca.
Mr. Rhymes, how could you lie like that?
It's the truth. Besides, wouldn't it be better for you if I wasn't lying? The orca did it. If the orca did it, you win your case.
What? This is all very hard to believe. But if Mr. Rhymes' story is true, Miss Buckler would be innocent and the orca would be the killer. Ugh. Meaning if we turned our backs on Orla...
That's the sound he makes when he has an exclamation mark. He goes, ugh!
Sometimes. We could save Sasha?
I'm here too. I forgot I was here. Having a witness lie to save your own client. What a dirty, underhanded tactic, Wright, Dono.
Objection. Yesterday, the defense proved Orla was not guilty.
You can't be tried for a crime if there's already had a trial happen. And yeah. Can't be tried for the same crime twice.
Yeah. We have no intention of going back on our assertions now.
What are you saying, Mr. Wright? All you gotta do is admit the orca did it and Sasha goes free.
What I'm saying is, there is 4 other NPCs. One of them could be our killer, including Pearls.
Isn't a lawyer supposed to act in his client's best interest? Yeah, and his client's best interest is to save the whale.
But that wouldn't be acting in her interest. Miss Buckler believes Orla is innocent. Come on, burp. And we, of course, believe that Miss Buckler herself is innocent, too. Acting in the client's best interest is an important part of our job as lawyers. Using dirty means to win a verdict would destroy our client's faith in us. That's right. We believe in both Miss Buckler and Orla's innocence.
Huh? I just don't understand how you can treat a human and an orca equally. Buddy, you work at the aquarium. Sasha or the orca? You can only save one of them.
Ha ha ha. I don't know about that.
Elsa, save the whale.
Save the whale. Kill the woman. Wait. No. Take that back. I think I can save them both. All I have to do is disprove your testimony.
Ah, 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 ah.
Ah, 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 ah.
Excuse me. Oh, yeah? Then go ahead and try.
I will do just that. If I can't tear down his testimony, I won't be able to save them both, the both of them. I have to find a weak spot and start tearing.
truth.
The truth. The truth come out. Hey, Athena. Wait, why am I telling Athena what to do? Hey, Mr. Wright. What is it, Athena? What if we present Shipley's data on the fourth statement?
I thought it was the fourth statement.
You know what? That sounds like a pretty good idea.
Contusion from head trauma. Thought to be from 65-foot fall into pool. Aha! He got the amount of feet.
Fetish. The amount of fetish wrong.
Objection!
Bitch.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. When lies are piled on top of each other, contradictions start to emerge. This time is no different.
Are you saying there's some kind of inconsistency in my testimony?
Yee. That's exactly what I'm saying. You claimed that the victim was sent flying about 30 feet into the air. But the autopsy report shows the apparent cause of death to be from a 65-foot fall.
What?
Additionally, in your testimony a moment ago, you said at 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the orca pool. With the pool being 65 foot deep, there's only 30 feet between the water and the ceiling. If the pool was full of water, as you claimed, it would be impossible for the victim to fall about 65 feet, as the autopsy states. Mr. Rhymes claimed he was in the orca pool room, so he could make these statements. But the truth must be that he was at the show stage, just as Dr. Crab and Sasha testified. I believe that brings us back to the orca didn't do it.
I didn't believe the witness's testimony from the outset.
I thought you were asleep.
I am grateful to you, Wright Dono, for shutting the witness up. As I thought, the only person who could have killed the victim is Sasha Buckler.
Rongo boingo.
The fact that still remains, whether the witness was the one who tried to kill the orca or not. Son of a...
Mr. Rhymes was right about one thing. His testimony was advantageous to our case. Advantageous.
Close enough.
Antagonization.
Shigabigadigabada.
4. But pointing out that the contradiction in his statement will only drive us into a corner. As Prosecutor Blackwell the Hedgehog said, suspicion against Miss Buckler is now deepened. Uh-oh. If I don't do something fast, the judge is going to find Sasha guilty. I don't know why Phoenix's voice changed, but it's his inner monologue. Mr. Wright, Mr. Wright, isn't there anything we can do? Like, present evidence? There has to be a way to prove Sasha is innocent. At a time like this, the thing to do is turn my thinking around. Instead of trying to prove that Sasha couldn't have done it. Ooh. I have to think about what made it possible for someone else to have done it. As long as the crime scene is the Orca pool room, then Sasha is the only one who could have committed the crime.
No need for pity, your baldness. Just finish him off with a swift verdict.
It appears the defense has no objections.
That's never true.
Very well. I will give my verdict. Oh, okay, thank God. Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict. But you were so quiet, Mr. Wright. Do you have something to say now? Like today's Taco Bell order? As we wrap up today? The defense has a counter-argument, and would like a Crunchwrap Supreme. You do?
I
So
also
do I.
want a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Crunchwrap Supremes all around.
Pitiful. Such desperation. Going with the Crunchwrap Supreme when the Chalupa is a much better option. You look pale. Are you sure you're prepared to make this counter-argument? He looks less pale than you.
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. And also, I'm pale because I'm peckish. I need that Crunchwrap Supreme. I'll never forget those words, no matter how many years go by. Even though it's probably just a bluff, I'll give it to them with a smile. What if the scene of the crime was somewhere else? The scene of the crime? I thought we were talking about Taco Bell.
Somewhere else. What? You're finding fault with the police investigation now?
Every fucking case, actually. Every fucking case.
True.
I find fault with the police investigation. Every goddamn fucking
True.
case. Name one.
Any of them.
Yeah. Literally none of them have the police done an adequate job. As I understand it, the prosecution's argument is as follows. The scene of the crime was the Orca pool room.
I love how they have a designated nap room.
I want a designated nap room.
Lennon, let's go take a nap in the nap room.
Let's go to the nap room, everybody.
Alright, guys, Lennon and I will be right back. We're gonna go to the nap room to take a nap.
Yeah. It's nap time.
Yep. Okay, nap time's over.
Nap time. Only the defendant and the victim entered the room when there was no water in the pool. Allegedly. I wouldn't be surprised if workplaces in Japan have nap rooms. I fully expect them to.
Yeah.
Therefore, only the defendant could have committed the crime. Also, that the Chalupa is better than the Crunchwrap Supreme. That is your whole argument.
That is correct.
The defense will concede on the Chalupa being better than the Crunchwrap Supreme. But if the scene of the crime was not the Orca pool room, then somebody other than the defendant could have committed the crime. Are you sure you know where you're going with this?
You know what's better than the Crunchwrap Supreme and the fucking
Chalupa?
Fucking Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Cheesy Gordita Crunch is up there.
Good as
That's
hell.
for fucking sure.
We should honestly do a tier list for Taco Bell menu items.
Has Cloud ever eaten at Taco Bell?
I think.
Well, it's still an idea.
I think he likes Taco Bell.
I don't think he likes anything.
Are
you done? Or do you want more?
She's hungry.
I might not know. I might not be too sure, but I can't back down now. There's no way to go back in the dialogue options. We can just read them, but we can't go back. Mr. Wright, I hope that I'm wrong, but this isn't one of your bluffs by any chance. Of course not. The judge knows me far too well. And do you have a theory on where the actual scene of the crime was? Yes, of course. Think, Phoenix. Think.
Think.
Think. Think of a place.
Jimmy
other than the
Neutron,
Orca
think.
pool room.
Think.
Where one could fall to one's death. The Grand Canyon, that's it. Then, by all means, please share your theory with the court. Where was the real scene of the murder?
Was it perhaps the show pool?
Oh, I thought it was the Grand Canyon, but there's only two options on screen.
There's literally two options, and the judge
one
is
of the
basically
options,
just like,
one
they
of the
already
options we're
told
saying
you
is-
one of the options is not the case. Phoenix is saying, no, it didn't happen in the Orca pool, so therefore, where else could it be?
Oh, if only the Grand Canyon was on screen.
Oh, then
well.
then we would know for sure.
We would know for sure. Well, let's go with show pool. The stage show pool might have been drained of water at some point as well. And, if so, it would be just as possible to fall to one's death there as the Orca pool.
Right, Dono. What you're doing, it is a disgrace to your profession. He does this all the time.
Yeah, literally all the time.
I sincerely hope you have some basis for what you're suggesting.
Sure. Oh, of course I do. I will, as soon as I think of something.
The victim's body was found in the Orca pool. How do you explain that?
Objection!
How about if, after the victim was killed in the show stage pool, his body was moved to the Orca pool? How about if? What kind of presentation of your argument is that? What? What, are you shitting yourself? Only the judge is allowed to shit himself in this scene.
He's allowed to do that all the time.
Yeah. But I mean, she's not. You had better have a reasonable explanation of how the body was moved. Okay, I'm gonna go put you in your bassinet. I'll be back.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Tired. How was your day, Al? Lennon is taking longer than I thought he would.
Okay.
All right. You had an orthodontist appointment? How did that go?
Jack, did you start playing the favorite of the 2 games you got this last week?
You mean the 2 games that I got today?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so for the VOD audience, for anyone not in our Discord, join our Discord. I don't know why, but Cloud gifted me a copy of Sonic Superstars for the Switch. It was alright, but the pain doesn't come until around this time. Damn. I want to show this off. I'm going to pull my camera on, actually. Hi, everyone. I'm the judge now.
There he is.
It's me. So Cloud got me Sonic Superstars, and that's pretty cool. Thank you, Cloud. Landon.
Cloud.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. This is you, Landon.
Uh-uh.
This is you.
Uh-uh.
Got me Sonic Forces. And, like, I cannot stress enough how shitty this looks. This is a, like, used...
It's a display.
It's a display copy with a shitty, like, printed out cover. It looks worse in person, honestly. It's very, like the printer was low on ink. And also, it's really low res, and it's just the front cover twice. Which I think is fitting for Sonic Forces.
It could have just been a blank piece of paper that had Sonic Forces written on it in crayon.
But that would have been funny, honestly. But because I said if either of them ever gifted me Sonic Forces, I would stream it. That means I have to stream this game. So, look forward to that one day.
Regardless of who actually submitted the purchase, it was Cloud's
you.
idea.
It was you. I mean, it may have been Cloud's idea, but...
And therefore, ergo, it was him.
He said it was a joint idea.
The joint idea was, yeah, that would be funny from me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But still, you bought it.
Sure.
How much was it?
Like $25 or something. I
Damn.
think with tax.
And that's for a display
shipping.
copy.
Well, not a display copy. Like It was just a used copy
I mean, yeah.
with a shit, like, you know.
A shitty printed out cover.
But it would have been like that, or like no cover, or the actual cover. And it would've
Still,
been the
though,
same
I feel
price.
like that. I feel like for no cover, or like, you know, not in complete in box, like, you'd think it would be cheaper than that.
You'd think, but that's not how the world works.
You should get, I know you don't, but you should get a legacy discount just for working at GameStop for so long. Like, you still get your discount forever.
I wish. I mean, I'm still running off of the free pro memberships from when I was in employment. So
Fair enough.
I kind of have a legacy discount going on.
Remember seeing it sell on PlayStation Store for like $10 during the holidays. All this to
Yeah.
get a physical copy, I guess.
I could have waited for it to be cheaper, but Cloud was like, I'm ordering Superstars. And they're like, well, I guess I have to place this order now. So he gets it around the same time.
Got it on the same day.
So there we
Well,
go.
actually, the Sonic Forces came today. The
Yeah.
Clouds package was at my store yesterday, but I didn't work yesterday, so
I think I ordered it on Sunday.
damn, that got here
So-
pretty quick, actually.
So I'll take the extra payment if it means you get it that much quicker.
God, you just really want me to stream Sonic Forces.
I don't really care. I just did it for the bit of you hating it.
I mean, it's more... I can't even say that I hate it, because I've never played it. But it's just the bit of me not being interested in playing it, because I know it's just, like, generic and nothing special.
Uh-huh. Keep talking. Go
Alright.
for it.
Alright, whatever. We're gonna keep playing.
I'm just looking up your birthday present now.
Oh, my God.
Ooh. I have
Oh,
a couple more streams for you here in a second.
oh, no. You have a
Let
line
me
to
let
read, mister.
Let me let Cheese Whiz out.
God damn you, Landon.
There's no turning back now. I have to think of a way the body could have been moved.
Was there something at the scene that could have been used to move the body? I fucking wonder.
Sometimes I wonder if they write everything separately.
Like
So
by
it-
chapter.
Like, yeah. So, like, they expect the person to have not played the previous stuff. And so,
Like you
they
can
care,
jump
like,
in at any point.
Yeah, in a case.
Oh, man.
Like, that's how handholdy they are.
That's really bad.
No one pay attention to the spoilers on Discord.
Oh, boy.
The hoist runs between the Orca pool room and the show stage.
I already have Sonic Lost World for the Wii U.
Yeah,
You-
but you have it for the 3DS.
No.
He cackles menacingly.
I will say you are wasting your money if you buy me Sonic Lost World for the Wii U. Because I do have it. I have the 7 Deadly... or Evil Deadly 6... whatever the fuck. I almost called them
The
the
early
7...
release.
the 7 Deadly 6.
The
Yeah,
early
it was
release.
the early release one. I didn't even buy it day one. I bought it at Best Buy like the week after it came out.
What are some other Sonic games you don't own?
Good question. I guess I don't have a physical copy of Frontiers, but I own it on Steam, so I don't really need that. And I don't really like Frontiers enough to warrant buying a physical copy of it.
What if you got what if I got you the Xbox Series edition because it's the
Wow.
cheapest?
Of Frontiers.
Yeah. At least through GameStop, it's the cheapest of the 4 versions.
God.
For some reason, the PS4 version is the most.
You know what? I don't own Sonic 06.
Mm.
I don't know how easy it would be for you to find a copy of that, but
I'm going to type it into the search bar. I can either do it of 2 places, probably. GameStop has it for $16.19.
that's... I don't know if that's more or less than I thought it would be. I guess the last time I saw a copy of Sonic 06 in the wild was like a decade ago, and it was like $12.
There is one on eBay with, it looks like, water damage case for, like, with shipping, $16.
Nah.
Yeah, it's like 20-ish bucks on eBay, it looks like. So there we go.
All right. I don't
I
own...
already said that line.
Yeah, I know.
What were you gonna say?
I was going to say I don't own Sonic Colors Ultimate, but I don't give a shit about owning that game because I have it for the Wii, and I don't want the Switch version. It looks terrible.
I can get you the
Like-
PlayStation 4 version.
Like visually terrible. Not like
No,
the
I
game.
get
The
you.
game probably runs fine, but like just from a visual point of view, it looks like really like washed out.
Yeah, we can get you the PlayStation 4 version then.
It has been like years since I bought a PS4 game.
I honestly thought about getting the Sonic Forces for the PlayStation 4, but I wanted to stay in line with what Cloud got.
That's fair,
So
and also it's easier for me to stream Switch games
Switch,
anyway.
yeah.
So
I have another idea.
oh boy. All right, let's keep going.
The stretcher can be hung from the hoist to move things like Orla or the Skull Rock. The stretcher could also have been used to move the dead body. Yes. If the stretcher can move the Orca or the Skull Rock, it seems likely it could also move a dead body as well. Wowzers.
Wow.
Wowzers. Wowzers. Somehow that worked. I just might be able to pull this off. If the show pool was the scene of the crime, somebody else could have done it.
Objection!
Objection.
Objection.
You desperately spew conjecture, and now you've even made up a crime scene? There they go.
There they go. Ah, eek. Not again.
You don't have the soul of a warrior. You don't deserve to be on the battlefield. And even your fabrication is half-baked. It's a disgrace.
What do you mean half-baked?
The hoist can be operated from the Orca pool room only.
Oh, right. If only I had played the investigation day 2, I
Ah.
would have known that.
If only.
If only.
Too
Oh,
bad we've only played this part of the game.
yeah.
I will say, though, it makes the game very easy to get back to.
It's true. If we take a month off, then we can easily jump back in.
Yeah. This game repeats information so much that it's pretty hard not to just jump back in at any point. It's kind of like how Arrested Development has like a continuous plot, but like the narration does like a good job of like recapping everything pretty frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Except that's like a good example of that, and this game is just kind of like handholdy. Anyway. Did I say that line?
I don't think so.
And the only person who entered the Orca pool room was the defendant. So even if the body was moved, the only one who could have moved it was the defendant herself. Pew! Slice.
Order? So it comes back to the defendant no matter which pool it was? Meaning, I can't clear Sasha either way? Sasha said she moved Orla and the Skull Rock.
Reminds me of Danganronpa writing, which also repeats a lot of info constantly. I've heard that about Danganronpa. Did you say your line, Landon? I know it's only 4 words, but...
And I believe her.
Thank you.
So, it could be possible that she moved the body herself without being aware of it? Mr. Wright, do you have an objection to Prosecutor Blackwell's claim? Do I have an objection to the claim that the defendant moved the body?
You... No?
No.
Damn.
I have no objections. Miss Buckler might have been the one who moved the body.
Must have.
Might have.
What?
Mr. Wright, are you admitting the defendant committed the murder?
No.
No.
Oh, that's...
No.
I don't know why I said no.
No. I'm simply conceding that she was the only one who could have moved the body. However, I contend Miss Buckler was not aware that aware that is what she was doing. The culprit made her move it unbeknownst to her. The defendant moved the dead body without recognizing it was a dead body? Wowzers. How could that be possible? The body was found in the Orca pool. It must have been moved there somehow. I might find some kind of hint in the things she moved with the stretcher. The culprit made Miss Buckler move the dead body along with this piece of evidence. Has Jack been paying attention?
Is it the Skull Rock?
Ding, 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 ding.
Take that!
The Skull Rock? Miss Buckler told me yesterday she moved the Skull Rock when she was cleaning. The only 2 things Miss Buckler moved to the Orca pool are Orla and the Skull Rock. I would like to suggest that the victim's body may have been inside the skull rock. What? Hidden inside the rock, the body could have been moved to the orca pool with the hoist. At the stage show, Marlon Rhymes loaded up the skull rock with the body inside. And then he used the walkie-talkie to let Miss Buckler know the rock was loaded. Miss Buckler operated the hoist from the orca pool room and moved the stretcher. She moved the rock without knowing the body was inside. Do you really think there's enough space inside the rock, the skull rock, to place a body? The swashbuckler flyer indicates it could be possible. Please focus on the question at the bottom left. Oh, it says who'll obtain the gold coins hidden in the skull rock.
See, now, you can tell that this case is a better case than the last case, because if this were the last case, we would see this flyer, like, 35 times more. Instead, we only see it, like, 10 times.
If that.
If that. But it's not the fucking amazing Ninetales flyer that we have to see with the same sound effect over and over again. I hate the
Jack just misses that case.
I hate that case.
He misses that case. He wants to go back. Let's go back to that case. Let's just replay it. Let's all change voices. All voice Jinxie and Apollo this time.
That means I get to be fucking, what's his name? Florent LaBelle. And that means you have to be fucking Filth.
Filth.
That bitch.
Filth.
Bitch Filth.
Bitch Filth.
Oh, that's his name.
Oh, bitch Filth. I love that guy. Oh, man. In that case, I suppose the rock is most likely hollow. See, Al says it was good times. What's more, if the body was inside the skull rock, it explains the remaining unanswered questions. Who is Mysterion? Why did they rock so hard? What are friends for? Such as? Please take a look at the security footage of the scene Miss witnessed.
Miss, and he just starts profusely vomiting. Miss.
Where did the body that Miss saw come from? Please recall. What was Orla doing to the skull rock at this time? She was headbutting it. Oh. That's right. Orla's ramming released the body from the skull rock. The body had been placed inside the skull rock and moved there from the stage show. The show stage. I assert that the real murder scene was, in fact, the show stage pool.
She sells seashells by the show stage.
No.
What rubbish is this now? You don't have a single scrap of evidence.
Objection!
It's easy enough to verify what I say. Take a look inside the skull rock for yourself. Here. Apollo, wheel it out. Oh, wait, that's right. He's busy cleaning toilets right now. Damn. You should find some kind of proof that the body was in there. Blood, fibers, hair, minerals. Feces?
Right, don't know.
Feces?
Semen?
Semen? Mr. Wright, that was incredible. There was feces covering it. You turned things around, completely around. And to think, it all started with the half-baked bluff, too. Whew, that was a close one. Did you really have to add that last bit? If the murder took place at the show stage, then who is the perpetrator? It is, naturally, the person who is at the show stage. Mr. Rhymes? Weren't you the one who loaded the Skull Rock onto the stretcher at the show stage?
Wow, Mr. Wright. That was some Smitty. Jesus.
Smitty?
I tried to. Then following. I combined smart and pretty to make Smitty. Smitty part. That was some.
Smitty part.
That was some pretty smart brain work you did there. To be honest, I never thought you could figure it out. I tried to protect myself, but I guess it came back to bite me.
Are you confessing you gave false testimony before, Mr. Rhymes? That's perjury. That's a bad thing.
Yeah. What Mr. Wright says is true. The blood was inside the skull rock. Or the body. Not the blood. I mean, the blood too, but...
The feces was.
The feces, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's true the captain was killed in the show pool, too.
What? He's admitting it that easily?
This time, I'm gonna tell you the whole truth about what happened that day.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
I like how he still has this bucket.
He has to feed the jury.
In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air.
Just leave it at the orca shot the captain.
Yeah. Bang.
Bang.
Then, the captain came down and slammed into the water.
Boom.
I can still remember the spectators' screams clearly. Spectators? This was at 3 in the morning.
Yeah. Spectators.
All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked.
So now we're back to the orca again, I see.
If you were going to give testimony like that, why did I bother you putting you on the stand? All I'm doing is telling the truth. That day, Sasha wanted to do the old version of the Swashbuckler Spectacular, so I suggested she hide the body in the Skull Rock and move it to the orca pool. I was gonna figure out what to do with the body after the show was over. The orca is the one that killed the captain. It wasn't me, and it wasn't Sasha.
So, it was Mr. Rhymes' idea to hide the body in the Skull Rock? But, if Mr. Rhymes is the culprit, why would he protect Sasha? False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape suspicion. So why? Mr. Wright, how about if you leave this to me?
You emotionless bastard.
I'm a character, too. Athena! I forgot you were here. Do you mean you heard something? Yep, noise. Ew. In Mr. Rhymes' heart.
Skype
really
and
need-
Mr. Rhymes' heart.
Skype, they really need to uninstall it.
MSN Messenger.
So that means somewhere in his testimony, there's
That's
an
Phoenix.
inconsistent. What?
That's Phoenix.
Oh. Maybe he's doing Athena's voice now. I don't know. So that means somewhere in his testimony, there's an inconsistency in his emotions. All right, Athena. Give him a good counseling session. You got it, boss. Huh? What's this? What are you getting, Athena? This testimony is pretty complex. Feelings of deep sadness and intense anger are being called up. These two emotions appear to be running out of control. Out of control emotions? Is that going to be a problem? We'll have to probe their cause if we want to get to his true emotions and testimony. There might even be an odd or unnatural spots on his testimony he isn't even aware of. All right, let's probe for the cause of his out-of-control emotions then. I'll explain how to probe. Let's find the root cause together.
We know, Athena.
Do you? This
Yeah.
DLC you can play separately.
Yep.
Next,
Yep.
finally, press the X button to probe.
Yep.
You can
Yep.
probe extra hard with a dildo.
Yeah. Thank you,
Great.
Athena, for the tutorial. All right, what do we got? Uh-oh. He's really angry and really pissed off.
Sad.
I said what I said.
Spectators. Go back, bro.
Probe the spectators?
Yeah. You even said this should have happened. This should not have happened
Yeah.
when there's been. Just actually, click on the spectators.
So just probe the spectators?
Yeah, probe them with a dildo. I doubt there were any any spectators there at the show stage when the owner died. If there had been, the witness would have told us the true crime scene right away.
What? Oh, right. Of course. I just made a mistake.
Yay.
Uh-huh. That's why you made it
Okay.
a point to add it to your testimony, right?
Yee. Okay, that made the sadness subside. A little bit. So maybe the spectators part was what was making him sad? I wonder why he would make that mistake, saying spectators were there. How strange. I wonder. Oh, yeah, I already said that. The only thing I can think of is that he was mixing up one memory with another. Like, he was in a similar situation before, and it was deeply imprinted on his heart. A situation where an orca killed somebody and there were spectators there. Hey, I think I know why he's mixing up his memories. The reason why Mr. Rhymes mixed up his memories is... present the killer whale.
The the what?
The book.
Oh, the book.
The killer whale. Yeah.
Take that!
Mr. Rhymes, I think I know what happened. Could you have been mixing up what happened a year ago with this incident? Maybe that's why you slipped and said the owner was killed in front of spectators?
What? How did you... You're right. I did see the orca kill somebody a year ago. But what about it? I was just one of the spectators.
Really? Just another spectator? There must be a reason why you feel great sadness about that incident last year.
Silence.
Stop this nonsensical scrutiny of feelings. There's no such thing. Just present evidence to prove your point.
Eep.
Lemon.
Boss, do we have any kind of evidence that would back us up here? There is one piece that comes to mind that might explain his sadness.
Well, I'm waiting. Let's see this evidence that has to do with Marlon Rhymes' sadness. Is it perhaps the charm?
Yee.
Take that!
Azure Summers died an accidental death 1 year ago. This is her boyfriend's charm.
Hey, what are you doing with that charm?
It was found in Rifle's stomach yesterday. Judging by your reaction, I believe this charm belongs to you. I guess I need to push him just a little bit harder to make him admit it. When Mr. Rhymes said the word charm, he was very rattled. We'd better examine this charm a little more. Good idea. Let's look inside and Let's look inside it.
You good?
Just dying.
Okay.
Huh? What is it? A photograph?
Oh no.
Hey, this is
Oh no.
Azure Summers and Marlon Rhymes. Mr. Rhymes, you and Azure Summers were a couple, weren't you?
Nah. So what if we were a couple? It doesn't have anything to do with the captain's case.
I believe you saw the orca kill your girlfriend. That's the cause of your sadness. Isn't that emotion of yours connected to the current case?
Silence.
The only thing you revealed was the witness's connection to the victim of last year's incident. What does the witness's past have to do with the case at hand?
He's never played an ace attorney before. He'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's his first game.
Yeah. I don't know yet, but probably everything. But we managed to pinpoint the source of his sadness. Now, let's delve into who Mr. Rhymes is angry at. Oh my
Let's
god.
delve right in.
Let's delve right in. Probe Orla on either the first or fifth statement.
Okay.
Got it.
I mean, I had a feeling.
Yeah. Mr. Rhymes, you're angry with Orla, aren't you?
Angry? At an orca? Why would I be? If you think I have some reason to be mad, then show me some proof. Do I have
proof that Mr. Rhymes has a reason to be mad?
Uh,
I've
yeah.
got your proof.
I was gonna say. Of course we do.
I bet that evidence we just took a look at would come in handy here. This charm indicates that you were Orla Summers' boyfriend.
Orla Summers?
Orla Summers. Azure Summers' boyfriend. I'm sure you believe Orla killed your girlfriend a year ago. You lost your girlfriend, and so you've been angry at Orla.
Orla Summers.
Orla Summers.
All right. I'll admit it. I'll never forgive that orca. Azura is dead, and that orca is still swimming around happy as a clam. I became an animal keeper just so I could prove that orca is a killer. You're right. I want that orca to pay. There. Do you feel good dragging up a person's past? But it still doesn't change anything.
Ah, he's right. I disagree. It does change things. His out of control emotion quieted down. Now, we should be able to find out the truth behind that emotion. Pinpoint surprise on the fifth statement.
Pinpoint surprise on the fifth statement?
Because he says,
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
I
Right.
freaked.
And he didn't surprise.
He didn't freak. Freak out.
Aw, freak out.
When witnessed the orca finding the body, you freaked out. Really?
What are you getting at?
With Mr. Plume as a witness, Orla was guaranteed to be accused of the murder.
The murder.
The murder. Didn't it work out exactly as you hoped? In order to have... Oh, sorry, you're boring me, Mr. Rhymes. In order to have Orla put down, you made sure Mr. Plume witnessed that scene. Fucking criminal mastermind looking
Oh, man.
imagery.
Why did they make him look like that?
I don't know.
Bye-bye.
Jesus. Bye-bye.
So you figured all that out, did you?
Yeah, it was pretty easy. Mr. Rhymes? I forgot I was here. I actually went to the bathroom and picked up my Taco Bell order. Anyway, are you admitting it?
I didn't really want to have to fight anybody but the orca. But you leave me no choice. Oh boy, here he goes. Oh no.
You got the voice ready for this version?
Now it's time to get serious. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Ahoy! What? Yo, I'm not gonna do all this. This is going too fast. Ahoy, me brothers, represent a vast sea grass, you stay free. This is the world popping mouth, skirt down, they take me right. No, for the showdown. Yeah.
Yeah. What is going on? Where did this pirate fellow come from? Get Mr. Rhymes back on the witness stand. He looks like a completely different person. Now that's what I call juicing. Order. If we don't have order, Prosecutor Blackwell the Hedgehog will yell at us. I don't like that.
I think he's too busy having a heart attack.
Yeah, Jesus. Even Prosecutor Blackwell is at a loss of words for words.
So I plan to have that wench be a witness. Arr, you caught me out. It be true, I thought that orca's murderous way... Oh wait, he kind of has a pirate voice. It be true. Okay, hold on. Let me think. Marlon. It be true that I taught that orca's murderous ways should be found out. There we go.
Yeah.
That's good. That be why I schemed to have de Plume see the body.
So you admit it? You deliberately framed Orla?
Arr, it be true. But what skin be that off anybody's nose? That orca be a murderin' scurvy dog. I may have a grudge against that orca, but I always felt grateful toward the captain. The Orca murdered Azura and the captain, so of course she should walk the plank.
I don't know how to respond to that. I agree it wouldn't make sense for him to kill the owner. Why would he? But his hatred for Orla, on the other hand, comes through loud and clear. Wait a minute. If killing Mr. Shipley doesn't make sense, who would it make sense for Rhymes to kill? Maybe my theory has been all wrong? Your Honor,
How much longer do you think we have in this case?
we still have a whole part 2.
Oh, okay. I thought so. How close are we to the to be continued then?
Kind of close. I mean, we just have to present 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things.
Jesus.
Which means like an hour and a half of dialogue for us to read.
Well, we'll see how far we get before you need to go.
Yeah. I think I just became aware of a new fact. I'll say this. We'll probably finish this
Thursday.
because part 2 is like 2 testimonies. Oh, and what is that? Now that we know about Mr. Rhymes' intense hatred of Orla, it turns the premise we've been arguing under on its ear. I will now reveal the identity of the individual Mr. Rhymes meant to kill from the start.
Her.
That's who I wanted to kill.
Himself.
That makes... Yeah,
Bobby
that makes sense.
Fulbright.
Yeah, that makes sense. Trucy Wright.
Trucy Wright. Is it Sasha?
No.
Is it
Orla.
Okay, I wasn't... That's what I thought it
Aura, I
was,
guess.
but... I thought it was
What?
too obvious.
So the witness who has claimed who hates the orca, his intent was to kill the orca?
No fucking way.
That's surprising. Exactly. The witness intended victim was not Jack Shipley. From the start, it was all a scheme to kill Orla.
The orca was his true target, but Jack Shipley is the one who died. The orca is alive and quite well.
He's right.
Damn. Gotta think of a different way.
He's right. He wanted to kill the orca, and yet it was Jack Shipley who fell to his death. How did that happen? Wait a minute. What if... What if Mr. Rhymes wanting to kill Orla was somehow connected to Mr. Shipley's death?
At a loss for words, are you? What happened to your bravado of a moment ago? Enough of these reckless words without any basis in fact.
Objection!
They aren't reckless words. The basis for my claim is at the real murder scene, the show pool.
What are you talking about?
You should write something.
I should write something.
It's my contention that the two incidents happened at the show pool. The attempted murder of the orca and the victim falling to his death. First of all, in order to kill the orca, Mr. Rhymes removed something from the scene.
Persona 5 stream when? Man, that would...
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Yep. After we finish this case, we're done.
Damn. Just moving on to Persona 5, huh?
Moving on to Persona 5.
All right.
That's what the people want.
You heard it here first. It's what the people want. Anyway. You said this
First
line
of all,
already, right?
No. First of all, in order to kill the orca, Mr. Rhymes... Oh, no, I did.
I was gonna
Mr.
say.
Rhymes removed something from the scene. And, by doing so, he made it possible for Mr. Shipley to fall to his death. Which is sad. He did what now? Mr. Wright, what did Mr. Rhymes remove in an attempt to kill Orla?
This
I don't
guy.
know. No.
The water. The water.
He erased the water.
He erased the water. Don't tell me you're trying to claim he tried to kill the orca by draining the pool water. He sucked it up through a straw and his cheeks got really, really big, and then he spit it out into the ocean.
Yeah, that's how he did. He ran to the ocean.
Yeah.
Between each sip. Oh my god, how long would that take him?
Good question. How far is the ocean?
If I assume 35 miles.
You know, like the scene from Ed, Ed and Eddie, where they have like a giant cube of Jello, and Ed is inside of it, and he just sucks it all in.
Yeah, but Ed has gag power, so he can do whatever he wants.
True. But that's what I imagine happened. To drain the pool water.
Suck. To help the defendant with the cleaning, Marlon Rhymes took charge of Orla. With the plan to kill Orla in the show pool. And because the pool water was drained, it made it possible for Jack Shipley to fall to his death in the show pool. Ribble, rabble, ribble, rabble, rabble, raspberry, raspberry, raspberry. Take a bite of it. Yeah.
I tried to
that
kill the orca, ye say? Can ye even prove there was nary a drop of water in the pool? That day, I was simply looking after the orca. Why would I have the monstrous thought of killing it?
Objection. You claimed you were looking after Orla in the early morning hours of July 20th. But I don't think you were doing a very good job of it. After all, Orla wasn't given anything to eat during that time.
How would ye know such a thing?
I know because of Orla's record here in the torpedo data system. This system continuously records data on the subjects it monitors. From Orla's record, we can tell exactly when she ate or didn't eat.
Sink me! Nobody ever told me about that dastardly contraption.
That was the point. Only a few of the ship-shape aquarium staff knew about this system. According to Orla's record, she never ate in those early morning hours of the 20th. You planned to kill Orla, and that's why you didn't feed her.
Silence.
You're wasting time. What proof do you have of that? Perhaps the orca simply wasn't hungry.
He's right. I don't have any proof. If Orla simply didn't eat, then that would create an inconsistency. Where did her fish go?
Where'd the cheese go?
Her fish? Good question. Where did that disappear to?
Fish? What does it matter? What relevance does it have to the case? Cease this stalling with inconsequential questions. Stop delving into the depths of the orca's stomach and delve into this case instead.
Objection.
Bitch.
Filth isn't here. You can't call me bitch. Bitch. But wait, it may seem like a small inconsistency. But it's an issue of great importance, I think. What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? How could the fish disappear? Somebody must have eaten it. So, who came to the show stage and ate Orla's fish? I think I might have a pretty good idea.
I know who the fuck it was.
Apollo Justice.
Yes. Sorry, I skipped your line. Hold on.
I believe there must have been a visitor to the show stage that
Visitor?
Mr. Rhymes didn't notice.
Sorry, I was treating him like SA2 Shadow, where he just interrupts Phoenix.
The line.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Are you trying to introduce yet another suspect at this 11th hour? If you utter more of your careless remarks, Taka won't look very favorably upon it. There was no very in that sentence. I don't know why I said it.
I don't plan to utter any careless remarks.
Only careless whispers.
Yeah. What I said. Whether my remarks will actually be related to the case or not, I don't know yet. Don't worry, boss. If Taka comes this way, I'll fend him off. But do try to keep your remarks careful. Somehow, Orla's fish disappeared. Somebody must have visited the show stage, but who?
Gee, I wonder.
Gee, I wonder.
Sasha Buckler.
This was the visitor to the show stage. I believe Rifle the Penguin visited the show stage.
That hungry bitch.
That hungry, hungry bitch. First an orca, now a penguin?
I bet Rifle is in line at Taco Bell right now.
I hope so.
Why would ye be saying such a thing, Mr. Lawyer? I didn't see Rifle during the wee morning hours. Do ye have any proof Rifle visited the show stage? If ye be a lawyer of any sort, show me your evidence.
The bottom of Rifle's feet were pink for some reason.
Oh my god, they still haven't figured that out.
The fact is a clue. That fact is a clue that Rifle was indeed at the show stage. I have to present that piece of evidence that connects Rifle to the show stage.
Wow, I wonder what it could be.
I wonder what it could be. Now to prove I'm a lawyer worth my salt.
And your pepper.
And my pepper.
Oh, I wonder what it could be.
Take that!
Landon. Everything good?
Sorry, my computer.
Uh-oh. I think Lennon's dying. Oh boy. Yeah, from what I caught, he says he needs to restart his laptop. Nope, it froze on him. Damn. If only I could just quit this, like, pause the game and switch over to Animal Well. Damn, not here. Hopefully he's back in soon. Because we're probably going to be finishing pretty soon.
I lived, bitch.
Lennon's back.
Is this the only thing I missed?
Well, it's the only thing that your computer crashed pretty much right when, like, this happened. So,
Take that.
yeah.
Oh my. What a cute little sign. Look at all those adorable stars. These stars are actually starfish Miss Buckler painted on the sign. In the early morning hours of the 20th, she left this sign on the show stage to dry. Mr. Rhymes kept an eye on the sign for Miss Buckler while the paint was drying.
Aye, that be true. But what be your point?
On this sign is proof that Rifle visited the show stage. Proof of the penguin's visit? I'm afraid I don't see it. I'm not wearing my glasses.
Please point it out, he says.
Where is the proof the penguin visited the show stage? Please, point it out.
It's the skull rock right over here, you see?
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. A couple of pink starfish are shaped a little differently from the others. Ah, you're right. They look almost like little leaves. Little baby leaves for babies. Rifle had pink paint on the bottom of her feet. These little leaf-like shapes on this sign are actually Rifle's footprints. Rifle made these footprints by walking on the sign before it was dry. Ho ho! What cute little pink penguin prints.
So there are footprints. What of them?
Marlon Rhymes was watching over this sign at the show stage while the paint dried. And during that time, the penguin paid a visit. According to the torpedo data system, we know that Rifle ate something that morning of the 20th. Most likely, Rifle ate the fish meant for Orla that was at the show stage. Orla's snack was a small quantity of fish. Even a penguin could have eaten it all.
Even a little baby penguino.
Even a little baby penguino.
Begad, Rifle ate Orla's fish. Who be ye to say Rifle ate Orla's fish? She could have picked up food anywhere. But that doesn't change the fact that I really was at the show stage. After all, I had to help move the skull rock. It couldn't have been moved without me. The witness claims he never saw the penguin. How do you explain this contradiction? He wasn't wearing his glasses that day.
Both Marlon Rhymes and Rifle were at the show stage, but Marlon Rhymes didn't see her because neither Mr. Rhymes or Rifle were wearing their glasses that day. So, where could Mr. Rhymes have been at the time? Getting his glasses?
Right, Dono. If you aren't up to the task, I could disprove this witness's testimony for you.
If I leave it to the prosecutor Blackwell, Sasha will be declared guilty. I can't let him interrupt this line of reasoning. Mr. Wright, let's try to figure out how things looked when Rifle came to the show stage. Mr. Rhymes was at the show stage keeping an eye on Orla and the sign. And we know it must... Oh, no. And we know it must be true because he helped move the Skull Rock. And then Rifle came in and walked all over the sign. But wouldn't Mr. Rhymes notice Rifle if he was right there? Well, let's think about it, about where Mr. Rhymes could have been. Is there a place in the show stage area in which Rifle couldn't have been seen?
In the water.
In the water.
How many times have we presented the pool?
Just like the pool water, or
Just the
the
pool.
pool in general? Like 4 times? I mean, this one specifically, the water.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What? Inside the pool? Give me 1 second.
Okay.
But you're right. If he was inside the pool, he wouldn't have noticed Rifle. So are you saying Mr. Rhymes was underwater the whole time Rifle was eating? No, you fucking dumbass. Not underwater. When I think about what he was trying to do, the answer's clear. Now, I'm finally starting to get the whole picture.
Just like yesterday. Must you two always be whispering to each other? Why don't you admit that resorting to a penguino will get you nowhere?
Objection!
Oh, I don't know about that. The fact that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice Rifle is such a small inconsistency.
How many more presenting of evidences do we have?
One.
One. Oh, okay. That went
And
by pretty
then
quick.
it'll be a to be continued.
Fuck yeah.
Which is great because I have to feed this baby that is sucking on a pacifier in my hand right now. So we can finish this and then
Yeah.
I'll be able to feed her.
Did you read the line?
The fact that Mr. Rhymes didn't... Yeah, I already read
Okay.
that.
I thought so.
I know. But it's a key point that proves that Mr. Rhymes was trying... What Mr. Rhymes was trying to do.
The penguin is a key point.
The show stage pool is very deep. If Rifle came to visit while Mr. Rhymes was at the bottom of this pool, he would have never noticed Rifle.
Arr.
I know, baby girl. Orcas can be out of water for a short period of time without sustaining damage. But if they're out of water for a long time, they weaken and eventually die because they're too fat for their own body in gravity. In order to kill Orla, Mr. Rhymes had to drain the pool. And while the pool was drained of water, Mr. Shipley fell to his death.
I like that you're exposing your children to both our streams and Ace Attorney at such an early age.
Something fun I do during the day is we play the music on the Nintendo Music app. So
Oh, yeah.
all they get to listen to is video game music
Fuck yeah.
when I'm in charge. So they're going to develop certain tastes very quickly. The show stage pool is about 65 feet deep, just like the Orca pool. Without water in the pool, a person could be made to fall 65 feet. I know, you spit it out. Hey, guess what? We're almost done. Mommy has to
Flashback.
feed
Oh
your
wait, no,
daughter,
this isn't a
or your
flashback.
sister.
This is Phoenix talking.
Mr. Rhymes. For some reason, I thought I said his name wrong. Mr. Rhymes probably wondered what to do. If he continued with his plan to kill Orla, how would he dispose of Mr. Shipley's body? So, he devised a plan to kill two birds with one stone. A skull rock stone.
Oh!
What? How? Mr. Rhymes went down to the bottom of the pool and put the victim's body in the rock. He then had Miss Buckler move the rock and the body together.
Silence.
And the witness made the defendant do this somehow without arousing her suspicion?
That's right. Mr. Shipley told Miss Buckler that she couldn't perform in the new show. Miss Buckler became upset and wanted to switch back to the old version of the show. So, Mr. Rhymes conveniently suggested that she take and hide a prop for the new show. Mr. Rhymes then manipulated Orla using her singing and lifesaver tricks. He schemed to have Orla find the body while Mr. Plume would be standing witness. He saddled Orla with the false charge of murder so that Orla would be put down.
What? Arr. Arr. Oh god, he's bleeding.
Ugh. So, the fact that the witness didn't see the penguin... Almost there. I know. Mommy's gonna have a bottle for you in just a second. Shows that when Rifle visited the show stage, Rhymes was putting the body in the rock. At the bottom of the pool, that is. Who would have thought that the presence of a penguin could prove the witness's actions? It's working. Just a little further now, and Sasha will be proven not guilty.
Silence.
If you think you've won this battle, you are sorely mistaken.
What? Why?
Your theory is based on the notion that the witness could manipulate the orca.
Oh. Right.
Witness, can you control the orca's actions?
Don't ask him. He's gonna lie.
Of course not. What kind of bilge be that? I be but a simple animal keeper.
See, he lied. If my memory serves, wasn't Miss Buckler the only one who could issue commands to the orca? Yeah.
The judge's blade is sharper than the lawyer's. If you wish to do battle with a witness, you'll need a honed blade. Where is your sword of evidence that Marlon Rhymes could manipulate the orca?
Oh. Ah! Rhymes had to have manipulated Orla in order for his plan to work. But how could I prove it? Well, it appears this line of reasoning has become unsustainable.
Athena.
Well, it appears that I was mistaken. Athena? I've analyzed the hearts of all kinds of people. I have enough experience to see when I look into the heart, your heart, that you haven't given up. So, that objection was my way of speaking out for your heart. In other words, I don't have a fucking clue of what to do.
Yeah.
Ugh. She's right.
Oh, she's right.
Why would I become a lawyer again, only to give up? I need to keep fighting. Athena, thank you. With your help, I've remembered the old right way. The right way?
Wait, are you saying like right way, like your name right, or like the right way, like the correct way?
Yes. Your Honor, I'm not finished with presenting my argument. Do you have anything else to ask this witness?
You've cross-examined all the witnesses and presented all your evidence.
Objection!
All the witnesses? I don't think so. I haven't cross-examined the most important one. The central figure in both cases.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
The central figure?
The one involved in not only the case a year ago, but this current case too. I've never called her as a witness, but it's time to do so now. Who are you talking about? I demand you tell the court immediately.
It's Norma de Plume again.
Who's the central figure in both cases?
Orla.
The defense calls the central figure in both cases Orla the Orca. You intend to cross-examine an orca?
Arr! Cross-examine an orca? Ye must be addled. It be impossible, says I.
Silence.
This absurdity is beyond the pale. How do you expect to question an orca, a creature incapable of speech?
Objection!
Orla is integrally involved in this case.
Intricately.
Intricately involved in this case. I have every right to cross-examine her. Besides, even if she can't speak, I think cross-examining her will be invaluable.
Very well. Do what you will, then. But if you fail to garner anything from this little exercise with the orca, I hope you realize the reward for your efforts will be the defendant's guilty verdict.
I'm ready and confident.
He's betting it all on talking to a whale, folks.
So, cross-examining Orla, huh? That was a bold move, boss. And now all we have to do is figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla. That's right. Now it's Orla's turn to help us save Sasha.
It's a bad time for you to have all the lines.
I know. An orca defendant yesterday, an orca witness today. This is truly unprecedented. But even though this is highly unusual, I'm prepared to allow it. Bailiff, ready the witness telecast. We'll have a 10-minute recess while the telecast is being set up.
Hey, we made it. Yay. We made it.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. All right. Hey, thanks for joining, Al. We'll be back with more on Thursday. We'll see you then. Bye.